I'm Anna Perrin. I'm from Frederick, Maryland. I'm going to be a senior this coming year, and I'm majoring in math and Spanish, and then doing minor in linguistics and secondary education. I was a PA with the combining math and education, doing that for a while, and then being a TA for the math department after that for the last 2 years, and now this coming year. Well, for me, since I have my math and my Spanish, to me they're sort of just like how Spanish is a language, math is its own language to me. I know that a lot of people think of math as something that's very structured, just following a pattern and doing it over and over again and memorizing it. But for me, it's more the puzzle of using it. And actually, that's kind of the same thing for me with Spanish. It's not memorizing vocabulary, it's a puzzle of figuring out how do we use the grammar to best communicate it. When I was younger, I hadn't really had any interest in math whatsoever until I think in 5th grade. I had one of my teachers come up to me and say, "Hey, there's this math competition that all the 5th graders are doing, and I see that you didn't sign up for it. You should have, because you're good at this." And then by the end of the year, I had won it. And after that, I had been like, okay, I'm good at math, that's fine. And through middle school, I hadn't wanted to do anything having to do with math. I'd wanted to be a newspaper reporter or a lawyer. But then I get into high school and figured out, okay, math's kind of my thing. So I've been a TA for the last 2 years and will be a TA this coming year. And for me, it's just been a great experience of having time in front of a classroom. As I know from just reading my reviews over the past few years, they've improved so drastically on my confidence level. The Air Force A9 assessments, analyses, and lessons learned for an operations research analyst, student intern, which I had never heard of operations research, but had figured out that it was basically a profession aimed at people who had studied math. So basically what I did during my time there was working on doing lots of research and writing 2 articles to be published in military operations research journals. My mom's great-grandfather was the Brody that the dorms are named after. So her maiden name was Brody, so main thing is it's kind of strange hearing the name thrown around when that's my family, even though it's not me. It's that's a big part of it that's just really interesting, and it's neat just like my parents have, from the last time MSU won the Rose Bowl, a huge pencil, and from the 2 times before that, my grandparents have a blanket that's embroidered with my great-great-grandfather's name and decorated for those previous 2 times that we'd won the Rose Bowl. So it's just it's been in the history, and wasn't expected that I would come here, but I'm glad I did. I guess a big part of what made my experience at MSU kind of home was just living on the honors college floor over in Gilchrist, because for me that floor was really open, family like, and so even though I haven't lived on that floor for last year or so, I've basically been a part of that floor since then, and that's where my brother's living with some of my friends, and so for me, I guess that kind of made the home for me.